Here we go.
Oh, here we go.
Hey, good afternoon, everybody, and welcome to a Community Now Mental Wellness Week recap with Vanisha and myself. Vanisha, how are you today?
Fabulous. I'm fabulous.
I
Good
know
to be here.
it's good to be here. We got Christmas upped a little bit.
We do.
My batteries are dead. You're the
I'm
light of
plugged
this
in.
conversation. I
I'm totally
do
plugged in.
exactly, and I love the chapeau too. Hats on, lights on the hat. It's awesome.
Yeah. Yeah. This is my running hat at Christmas. I run in this.
Well, that's a good thing. At least people will see you. I don't know how many people at late at night, or not even late at night, 7 o'clock, you start driving and all of a sudden someone's wearing complete black and they're standing at the crosswalk. And I'm like, oh my goodness, like I can't even see you.
I laugh because that's me sometimes. I'll be honest. This little transparency moment there.
Well, that's okay, I guess. But now, at least during Christmas, you're lit up.
Mm-hmm.
I know. Let's talk about what's kind of happened here to over the past 4 days. We've really had some great speakers and some great messages that have gone on. I mean, I love the happiness challenge with Deborah Nickel, and I hope everybody has been taking a look into that. And that's kind of been one of my highlights. I've been doing it again, and since the lockdown, I've kind of taken your challenge, even though I would have anyway been out there and doing some runs with my daughter and gone for a couple walks every day. So those are some of the highlights, quick highlights for me. How about yourself?
Just what I have really loved is all the community, just all the community behind this, that just seeing all the support for each other, the support for one another, and really everything. It's almost like nothing got forgotten. Like everyone brought something to the table, and like a buffet. And so it's just been, like a buffet. You kind of like take what you want and leave the rest behind. Yeah. So it's been awesome. It's been a great week.
No, I mean, the quality of people that have been, taking the time to share their stories, share their knowledge, share their advice, has been priceless. And it's, in my opinion, it's very inspirational when people, and I mean, you talk about it all the time, living your life out loud. Once you've experienced something and you do that, so you can help people, and that in my opinion is very inspirational, because it's very difficult to live out loud.
It really is. I know for me personally, I never would have thought that I would be out loud with parts of my story. If you would have told me that 10 years ago or whatever, I would have, there's no way. I did a very good job staying silent. Yeah. It's awesome.
Yeah. And I mean, the courage that it takes for people like yourself and the people that we've listened to live out loud is, I mean, most of us can't even imagine what it was like before and during and even after.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. I think that's the power, like in sharing our stories and talking about some of these things that we don't normally talk about, and is it really does open up the door for other people to then come forward. It's like it gives like a free hall pass or a permission slip. It's amazing. Yeah, absolutely, Jade.
No, it is amazing, and I think that's something that is never ever talked about, right? The courage from what has taken you guys to step forward in doing that, and I think the stories obviously that have been shared are priceless, and I think they will inspire somebody and have people to come forward and. Whether that be to a friend, a colleague, a brother, a sister, a mom, a dad, whoever it may be, I think, that will happen.
Yeah. I agree. Yeah. It doesn't even, I mean, living your life out loud doesn't even really need to be, from like a microphone type of thing, like on a platform. It literally can be just coming out and telling one person a story that you've never shared before, and just getting that out to one person. That's actually how it starts. That's even how it started for me. It was one person that I shared with, and yeah.
And all the, I don't like, I'm not a big fan of the word expert, when it comes to that, but the people with the passion to reach out and have chosen a career to help people, whatever that may be, whether it be writing a book, or someone like Karen Judge, who spoke, her inspiration is out there today and wrote a book on it, or Blaze Hunter, who's just got a bundle of joy with Patricia Morgan. They've chosen a path to help people, and we're leaving people out, whether it be Jennifer Hadley or, Wayne Steer, The Doorway, Steve Armitage, Steve Armstrong, who've given back for years and years and years of their life. It's just, it's again, inspirational.
It totally is. It totally is. It reminds me of just, to me, this is like, in all of these people that you've talked about and mentioned, it's like, it's ordinary, everyday people in action.
Yeah.
Stories of, it's ordinary courage. It's all of us. It's you, it's me, it's the person across, we all have something to give. We all have a story to share. We all have our own journeys of courage, of resilience, of strength. Like, we all, and that's what has really come through this week, is that, because not one person is for everyone.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, you can't get, you know what I'm saying? Like, it really, in quoting Krista's, her slogan, like, it takes a village. It really does take a village, because not everyone is going to, say, relate to me, for instance. I'm not going to be everyone's cup of tea. You know what I mean? And same with all of the speakers that we've had on this week. There's something for everyone. And I that's what I love about this event that Krista puts on, is that she has really captured that and encapsulated that. And by bringing all of these different people, different backgrounds, different walks of life, different expertise, if you will, different stories, different messages, is that they're literally, by the end of the week, there's something for everyone. There's something for everyone. Different personalities, different ways of delivering these messages. And so, yeah, it's pretty amazing. It's pretty amazing.
No, I agree. And even Mo Aladdin's, talk, his and I interview today was, which we did last week, obviously, but I really liked about it, because sometimes the people forget about the workers out there, and you know what, they're not actually, maybe they're not suffering from anything, but they have to put up with the people that are, or the people that don't believe in masks, and sitting in a restaurant and someone that's abusive to them, and even the support network that, I know Mo and his team through the Montana's offer, but I'm sure a lot of other restaurants or grocery stores, or clothing stores offer their people. Even those, there's something for those people here as well. The saying, hey, there's, there's something out there for me. I can reach out and talk to somebody.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Absolutely. Yeah. I think it's, just really being mindful that we're not in this alone. Like, and everyone is going through something, to some level, to some degree. We're all carrying a load of some sort, right? Just like what you're, totally exactly what you said.
Yeah.
Like, it's, yeah.
And would we like to be, sitting at the Cardell place again with 100 or so people, having having a lunch, interacting, talking, hugging, shaking hands, whatever it may be. And I've seen the process we were one to year two to this year, which I really do like this, the way this has worked with pre-recorded and some live, and maybe next year will be, in person and some live and some recorded. Who knows what it can be, but one thing that's made me extremely happy is to see that the Canadian Mental Health Association, for the first 2 years, you're kind of banging on their door and they didn't, we'll kind of help out. But this year they stepped up big time and did a video and talking about it. And you're starting to see the, with no pun intended, but the snowball starting to roll down the mountain right now. And it's people are being talked about it. And that really makes me happy.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. Yeah, to me, we need that collaboration, one with another. And so I'm really happy to hear that too, because it's just connecting, because we all need connection, and just, connecting our resources, connecting our skills and abilities and our knowledge. It's important. It's important for all of mankind, like all of us, especially now.
Yes, and Adette, when she comes out with her 9 3/4 coaching, and she has her Harry Potter spin on it, and again, we're not just talking about people my age or a handful of years younger or older. I mean, when you say everyone's included, I mean, Adette works with teens, and in that 12, 13 to 20 range, that some people figure out what's wrong with their lives. I mean, their lives are good, they're going to school, and away you go. But I mean, that's where some of this, some of the onset of being bullied at a young age. And I mean, I can honestly say that I was kind of the bully when I was younger, more so than getting bullied, I guess. But it's, that's when some of it starts. And to see people that are starting to focus on that age is also inspiring.
Absolutely. I really think a lot of our, when it comes to intervention and prevention, a lot of that needs to start at those young ages. Absolutely. Yeah. No, it's good, Jade.
No, and we've thrown a little bit of music in here with the School of Rock, and I believe the band that's playing today, is what's their name? I had to write it down because I knew I would get it wrong. The Bad Neighbors, Tracy, and so they'll be coming on today, and then I guess tomorrow is going to be another very passionate story with Kalea Carrington, and what she's had to overcome to get to where she is today, being an entrepreneur that created a new technology. Then I think we're going to have another little chat, but I'm really excited about our Zoom call tomorrow at 2 p.m.
Absolutely. Yeah. No, it's going to be good. Yeah. There's still lots of great things to come. Yeah.
Yeah, and then rolling into, if the Zoom call obviously is open to everyone, it's in the link is in the comment section. So just click on it to, put a little reminder. It'll be all over social media tonight, communitymagazine.com, which is in the comment section. Again, everybody is there. Asking for help is not a sign of weakness. You're not alone. And, especially as you say, going into Christmas, and then all of a sudden people are like, well, might be sad after Christmas. But then, of course, we got Connie Jacobs' National Hope Movement that, coincide with Bell Let's Talk Day, that really focuses on mental wellness and mental health. And Connie's got some really big things planned for not only just that day, which the National Hope Movement is going to be a national movement this year for the first time. Last year, it started in Calgary 3 years ago, and then Calgary, Edmonton, Vancouver last year. Now it's going to be across Canada. So that's exciting, and she's putting some stuff together for the other 364 days, so it's not forgotten, and it's still front of mind. And with the work that she does, it's really exciting.
Yeah, absolutely. So that 2 p.m. Zoom conversation tomorrow. So it's at 2:00, right? And everyone can it's literally open to everyone to just jump in, talk. Are people able to ask questions?
Absolutely. Just almost it's just kind of it'll be an old-fashioned talk. If anybody wants to come and meet some of these people, you can use it as a networking event. If you are in the mental health industry and you want to meet
Yeah.
some of the people that you're interested in, and the more collaboration that goes down. Actually, I've had 2 people reach out to me this week already saying, hey, listen, I'm interested in what you guys are doing. I want to get involved with it. I really like what you're doing. I think I have some stuff that we can offer. And again, that's what it's there for, right?
Yeah.
People wanting to come out. And I mean, I'm sure there are people that will never know about that. Hopefully we inspired to reach out and talk to somebody.
So just a big networking.
Yeah, networking, a talking, and you know what?
Yeah.
Maybe somebody wants to. Maybe they see. Maybe someone saw Odette or heard Connie's story, or saw Jennifer or whoever, Patricia, and saying, you know what? That I really like to talk to that person, and you know, you come on, you jump on, you introduce yourself, and you can set up a call after, right? Or
Yeah,
or
absolutely.
somebody who wasn't here this year was Tracy Gillette, and the work that she does with introverts.
Yes.
And if you are an introverted teen and you're, you know, what you're scared to, you know, go out in public or do whatever happens, and to get over that fear, you know, she does great work with that. And if you come out and say, listen, you know, I don't really want to talk, but do you know of someone that can help me? Well, yeah, we probably do. And that's the most important part of tomorrow.
Yeah. And that's, that's where what I'm excited for too, is just being an open, sort of like an open avenue, I guess, to actually be there for people tomorrow. That if they are struggling, if they are just, feeling down, depressed, whatever the case may be, just that, to know that's open tomorrow at 2:00. Yeah.
Yeah, and I mean,
Yeah.
if you'd like, you can come on. You don't have to turn your camera on. If you just want to listen, you can, you know, put on mute. No one's going to say, you know, come out and force you to talk or anything. It's if you just want to come and listen, and that's your first step of reaching out. I think it's a positive step. So if you don't feel comfortable talking or showing your face, just come and don't turn your camera on and just listen to the other people talk, and hopefully it inspires you to, you know, take that next step.
Yeah, totally. I think I'm so glad you said that, Jade, like, because I think you know, we forget sometimes, and just to have that, just to give permission to people to literally just show up as you are. And if that means, you know, that you're there, but it's, you know what I mean? The camera's not on and it's muted, but you're still there.
Yeah.
That's a huge first step sometimes. And sometimes even that step can take an immense amount of courage, and just to show up. Yeah.
No,
So true.
I couldn't agree more. I couldn't agree more. So, again, this week, for anybody that wants to check out any of the videos, you can just go to communitynowmagazine.com. It's in the comment section. Click on it. I believe it's under the tab "Cool Stuff" in there, and you'll see all the videos, all the people. It's all over, you know, everyone's social media, mine and yours, and all the people. There's been a lot of sharing. There's been a lot of interaction, which is what we hoped for. So, any last words, Vanisha?
Just you know what still is so cool to me is that we're actually at a place in society now, and I know we still have more work to do and stuff like that, but that we're having these conversations.
Yeah.
Like, this work is being done. You know, the stories are being told, the work's being done. We're talking about mental health. We're talking about mental illness. We're talking about addiction. We're talking about trauma. We're talking about the realities that have always been there forever and ever. We're talking about it now. And for me, that's exciting, because even when I look at my own family history and growing up in a family where you didn't talk about anything, right? It's just wasn't the norm then. Yeah. And just that impact that has on for generations to come, right? It just, my parents did that because that's what their parents did, and their parents before them, and we are now in a place where we're literally changing the course of history by having these conversations, by bringing these issues out into the open, and talking and being able to say me too, me too, me too, me too, to all sorts of different things. And so I'm grateful for these events. I'm grateful for Krista, the community, just everyone that is doing this work in, mental health and addiction and things like that. It's needed. It's needed. Yeah.
Yeah, I couldn't have said it better myself. And I think that's how we'll end our discussion today is, and I 100% agree with you. The conversation is starting to happen and the conversation is needed. So I'm excited about tomorrow. And again, Vanisha, thank you for everything we've done this week, and to everybody that's been out there and shared their stories and participated in this. And again, our Zoom call tomorrow, click on the link. You don't have to, you can just come and listen and just be part of the conversation. If that makes you feel comfortable and that's your first step, that's the most important part. So again, thank you everyone. And I guess we'll see you tomorrow.
Awesome. Thank you, Jade.
All right, Vanisha.
Thanks, everyone.